All I have in this world is my balls and my word, and I don't break them for no one. Do you understand?
Rightio legends, Chaos Chronicles, and we are back again with another video. And today, so we're going to do another reaction video. And so for a long time now, I have been getting asked to do a reaction video on Wes Watson. So who is Wes Watson? So he's somebody who's very similar to me. Like, he has been to prison and turned his life around, and now has a pretty big following on YouTube, Instagram, all this, and preaches the good life, but it's probably not the truth. I know enough to know, I've been following it enough on social media to know that, this guy speaks a little bit of Turkey. And so yeah, I thought we'd jump on board and have a look and see what's up with it. So this is Wes Watson explaining first day in prison. I have not watched this video, by the way.
Straight up war, drama, negativity. This is the pen fucking personified. That's just how the pen is. It's going to be every fucking day. I distinctly remember getting off the bus at Donovan. This is reception. And it's 16 block that they're bringing you into. You get off the bus and they're stripping you out. You and fucking 30 people are getting butt naked. The cops are checking you, everything, what's up. And then you roll up to the desk, you do your fingerprints, you're checking in.
That's the same here too. There's a whole heap of dudes rocking off the bus at the same time. They've all been on, in the police cells and whatever for a long time. So it's pretty much the same here too.
Then you go straight to a cell that has a cage on it. Now you're going to be sitting in that cell with the cage attached to it all fucking day. You're going to be in there 10 hours. Now the cops had a fucking bell on the counter, and every time a dude locked it up at the desk, a dude would come up to the desk and just tell him, "Hey, I don't want to go GP. I don't think I can make it." And then the cops would hit a fucking bell. Ding, got another one. And they put them in a different cage. Now all of us are stuck in these other cages. The crazy thing is this motherfucking day, there were some crazy skins in there. Some crazy ass fools from Dago. And the motherfuckers, they knew there was a white Crip. They seen him on the bus and they were ready. This motherfucker, he didn't have a piece. We just came in transport, so he's sharpening up a pencil all crazy, and he waits till he gets ready, and he gets this motherfucker in the neck. First fucking day on reception, just fucking wax this fool. Just puncture holes. Dink, dink, dink. Shit just goes down, and I'm just sitting there like, motherfucker, this is going to be a long-ass trip, And I'm sitting there in the cages. We eat our fucking sandwiches. Everyone's chopping.
That's very much what, like, Barwon is like that as well. So Barwon prison is very much like that. I've made videos about it before. People do not even get to put their bags down. Whereas Port Phillip, up until recently, like I said, they didn't have cameras until 2018. They usually waited for people to put their bags down because there wasn't cameras in the units. Bit different at Barwon.
It up. It's like 125 degrees in this little cell. It's probably fucking 110 outside, And then they finally take you from that cell and they move you to your actual cell. Now you're in your actual cell by yourself. You're going to be in that actual cell. This is reception right when you get to prison. Everybody asks about what the first day is like in prison. This is it. You roll up to reception, you hop in that little cell with everyone till you're booked, and then you go into your personal cell, and you're in your personal cell for 2 fucking weeks without seeing nobody. You're just chilling in there by yourself. They're just fucking seeing what's going on till they figure out who the fuck you are and where you're going. I remember my first...
So that's the same here too. So you see Classo, which is like sentence management, SMU, they're all the same people. And so every single person that rolls up to prison in Victoria goes to the map where they do this, where they classify you and figure out what kind of prisoner you are, what kind of charges you've got, and where they should send you.
Tray in there. It was a chicken fucking enchiladas, and they had green sauce. And all I knew is I ate that shit, and I said, I'm going to put on some fucking size right now because this shit was real food. In the pen, there's real food. In the county, it's that janky-ass, cheap-ass shit. And I just was like, okay, I'm about to put some size on. I'm going to put the work in now. We got the food going. So I was pumped at that point. But being in that cell for 2 weeks by myself, someone drew a big old
Yeah, the foods as soon as you make it out of the custody center, the police cells here in Victoria, the food's not too bad. Like I've actually done prison time with prisoners from other states, Queensland, New South Wales, that literally when they got to Victorian prison, you get a menu and you get to choose what meals you want. And I remember like a lot of people from other states used to trip out on the whole menu scenario.
SpongeBob fucking on the wall right there, and it said, "Who lives in a pineapple under the sea?" And I'm just thinking, look at this fucking crazy motherfucker who drew this shit. About 2 weeks later, they finally they get my custody level. They figure out who the fuck I am, my crimes and everything, and they send me to 17 block. 17 block is just walking distance from 16 block. This is on the 4 yard at Donovan. At this time at Donovan, the 4 yard was actually a reception yard. So we're in 17 block, and this is the block where we just kept having.
So I will say that, like, I do know that, like, it's a pretty well documented fact that most of this stuff that he's saying here, like, can be proven incorrect. Like the prisons he's saying he went to, everything like that, it has all been proven mostly incorrect. Although he did do prison time, but like didn't do it on the yards he did it on, and didn't like wasn't a part of the gangs he said he was and stuff like that.
Fucking problems. First thing first, I get this J-Cat standalone skinhead celly. It means he's a skinhead, but he ain't affiliated. He just calls himself that. And then he fucking we just kept having problems. He was a big ass fool, big old fucking 260 fool who fucking lost a bunch of weight too quick, and he's just all saggy as shit and fucking just did it the wrong way. He was cool at first until like he was a broke ass, and every time I got food, I had to feed his ass. And then the motherfucking I would get at the porters. The porters are the people who are serving you the food. They bring you your trays. They bring stuff around. They deliver.
So that's what you want to do here too in Australia. The people that are feeding you your food, you want to have it good with them. You don't want to be on bad terms with the people that are putting food on your plate every single day. Trust me, they can really, really fuck you up, and yeah, they do. But it's good to be in sweet with the people that do the meals, because you will end up with extra meals.
Your food to your cell, and they're the only people out in the day room during reception. Everybody else is just on lockdown until yard gets called and until you're processed, all that shit. But this motherfucker, he was all pissed because I had some peanut butter and I wanted that shit for myself. And I told him, I said, hey man, you don't get none of this. This is my shit. This is my shit right here. You don't get none, dog. And he just fucking started being a baby about the shit. We start getting into words, and I don't know how it happened, but we just start teeing off on each other. Now this fat ass motherfucker gets me in one of those guillotine chokeholds or whatever, and he has my neck all pushed down. He's pushing on the back of my fucking head, and I'm getting pissed. I'm like, oh shit, motherfucker, you let me out of this shit. I'm gonna fucking kill your ass when you let me out, you fucking fat motherfucker. And then my
Famous last words usually.
neighbor fucking from Captown, fucking Scooby, he hears me in the vent and he goes, hey, big dog, what's up? He's all, you good over there? What's going down? And I said, hey, Mike's got his fucking titties on my.
And that's something else that I know for a fact as well. This is his first time in prison. There is no way that someone else is going to be calling this guy big dog, because what I know from prison politics in America, you don't get that status, that name for nothing. Do you know what I mean? And this is he's talking about his first time in prison. So like I know enough to know from Australia to know that you're talking shit there, mate.
My goddamn neck, and he's fucking, as soon as he lets me out of this hold, I'm gonna beat the dog shit out of his fat ass. And he's sitting here, he's pushing on my neck. And I'm just finally, he starts to let me go, and he's like, don't do anything. He's being a bitch about it. I said, nah, the second you let me out, I'm gonna kill your ass. And he fucking finally lets me out, and then obviously I fire him, pop pop pop, just fucking light him up real quick. And then he's just sitting there with the bloody nose and lip, and he's like, dude, is it good? And I'm like, you fucking punk motherfucker, yeah, it's good. In the pen, who okay, fools used to get in a fight in a pen, or I would have fools fucking put in work or whatever they're doing. Whoever.
Let me know what you guys think. Like, I'm pretty sure you are all pretty good judges of character or whatnot. I'm pretty sure you can tell that this guy's like literally, you know, talking turkey here.
If two dude motherfuckers decided to fight, whoever hit last, whoever got hit last and didn't keep fighting is in trouble with me. Okay? That just shows that you bitched out. You have to get fully fucking flattened. You know, you have to be flat backed. You have to be incapacitated before you quit. You should never quit. We never fucking quit. This is the facts, and this is what's bred into all my soldiers and all the people who fucking roll with me. So this is just one instance on.
That's also very, very common over here too, you know, like if you're a part of a crew or something like that and you back down and you didn't give it your everything, you're definitely going to get taken out by your own crew. You've got to show some kind of performance if you're in some kind of a prison gang.
On this yard where shit was getting fucking stupid.
And as a matter of fact, you're never ever going to be in a prison gang unless you have been proven to put in work anyway. So chances of you being in a prison gang without putting in work is very, very slim to none. And if you are, then I would question the prison gang that you're joining.
Fucking instance is when I'm chilling there and one of the head ranking skinfuls comes up to me. He's from SKS or some shit. It's a white clique of skinheads. And he comes up to me and he goes, "Hey, you know you got a Jew tatted on you?" And I said, "Motherfucker, I got the king of Jews tatted on me. What's up, dude? What's up, you fat bitch? I'm like, you got a fucking problem?" And this fool punked out in front of everybody. He let me straight call him a bitch. He straight punked the fuck out. And I look around and I'm like, oh man, this fool's done. You know, the heads up, the higher ups are gonna have his shit served on him because you never in prison can ever, as a white dude, let someone call you a punk or a bitch. If a white dude calls you that, or if anybody calls you a punk or a bitch, even if they're halfway joking, you have to fucking fire on them. There is no fucking options. And if you don't, guess what? Like I've said before, you're getting fucking fired on. And that's just the fucking rules. That's just how it is. In the pen, the way we look at it is if you don't stand up for yourself, we ain't standing up for you either.
And you know what? That's once again, that's very much the same here as well. Like if you can't stand on your own 2 feet, then ain't no one going to stand up for you really, unless you're like, you know, someone who's in a vulnerable position, like disabled or something like that. Like no one's going to come and stick up for you. It's very, very, very much the same. And I know this is the same all across the board around the world. So like if you know, most prisons have gangs or crews, and like, you know, you have to put work in.
So you better fucking stand up for yourself because I have to stand up for you. So you have to stand up for you too. I think it's a fucking awesome way to be. But the main fucking shit was on this yard. There was always fucking drama. And then I finally figured out why. And it was because these fools in the back were always pushing for motherfuckers to bring them shit to the back. So to bring them shit to the back is the shoe. It's the prison inside the prison. And for us out here in the normal population to bring them shit back, they had to make sure some shit happened. So they had to make sure that 2 white dudes rode on another white dude so that they could get their shit. Did the guy fuck up? Probably. Was it worth him getting took off on to get removed and shit brought back to them? Probably not. But we would stack the dudes up with razor blades, with coffee, with soups, with cosmetics, and make sure that the dudes that are stacked, that are putting in the work for us, they got all the shit on their property, so that when they go back, and obviously some of this shit's hooped, but so when they go back to the back, which is a shoe, they can bring this stuff to the dude. So basically they were a fall man.
So the shoe, he's talking about the slot, like segregation, whatever you want to call it. And it's the same here as well. Like we have methods of getting contraband when you're on 23-hour lockdown, you know, constantly surveilled. That there are ways, and I'm not gonna unearth them because they're methods that the boys still use. But like, you can guarantee it that if there is a will, there is a way. And you've got to understand, like I've said this on many, many, many videos before, prisoners have nothing but time to plot and think about what they're going to do next, what their next move is. And, you know, also corruption also plays a big part in contraband all the time.
Got in trouble to go bring some dude his fucking shit who's sitting in the back. That's a fucked up thing. That's why you don't want to put your life in other people's hands who don't give a fuck. They're still just using motherfuckers and throwing them away for their own benefit. And I mean, sometimes the law fits. But these fools are masters of manipulation, so they'll make sure the law fits and benefits them in the end and fucks you over. Sometimes it benefits you, sometimes it fucks you. That's the lottery. But the main fucking aspect was at this fucking yard, everybody was off the hook. So the block kept getting hit. I would always be up early, so I knew when the block was getting hit. How did I know when the block was getting hit? I get up in the morning. I walk over to my motherfucking sink. I press the button once. I go to press it again. Oh shit, motherfucker, I take off because I know the cops are coming in and they're coming in fucking hot. They're going to be at my window in 10 fucking seconds. There's going to be 50 of them. They shut the water off so nothing can get fucking dumped down the toilet. Nothing can get flushed. So I already know they're coming in. I'm putting everything up. I'm getting everything I got to get and I'm moving it where it's got to go. But I mean, was I ready all the time? Most of the time, 100%. But is there shit that's always out that's got to go up? Yes, sir. Where's it going? You're fucking hooping it. The craziest shit is my neighbor, 2 cells down, they start bringing out the white boys and they're stripping us out. Now, this motherfucker.
What are you hooping, Wes? Tell us what you're hooping, mate. What are you hooping?
He has a 7-inch banger hanging out his fucking ass when they strip us out. We can see the motherfucker. And we know he's fucked. I could see a plastic bag halfway hanging out. And that was covering the handle of this fucking big ass piece, a big old knife that he hooped. And I mean, to you guys, you're thinking that's fucking sickening. Who puts a fucking 7-inch knife up their ass? This is the reality of prison. You're not dealing with.
So I've watched videos of this guy saying that he kept his paperwork, so like his brief, folded up into that tight of a package. He was able to like put it up his backside. Now I don't know about you guys, but like I'm telling you, prison briefs are huge, and one piece of paper is not going to be enough to prove who you are and what you've done. So like I think that's absolute turkey as well. But like I will take this time to say, like, I don't use my platform to hang shit on other creators or whatever you want to call it. But this is a little bit different, and I think that like if you guys have been paying attention to what's been going on with this guy in the media, he's kind of pretty large for some bad things at the moment. So
People who fucking think in the same realm you think. This motherfucker is ready to ride and he can't get caught with that knife. If he's about to get caught with that knife, even if it's a cop, he has to fucking use it. So he does what he got to do. He fucking hoops that shit. Sounds fucking sick to you? Don't go to fucking prison then.
well, there you go. Good old Wes Watson. Like, if I'm totally honest, like I would have to say that I 100% believe that he speaks like mostly absolute bullshit. Yeah, did he go to prison? He did, but like, does he speak a lot of bullshit? I believe he does, and I think you guys are smart enough to know that that's what's going on there. But anyway, well, there you go. There's another reaction style videos. I'm really starting to get into these as well. You guys are really starting to like them as well. So yeah, if there's anything you guys want me to do a reaction to, now's the time. Chuck it in the comment section, and that would be absolutely appreciated. Also, I do have another YouTube channel now. It's called The Chaos Reacted. It is just a backup channel just in case something goes on with this channel, but I will also be doing reactions on that one as well. So get in there. It's called The Chaos Reacted, just Chaos Reacted, and yeah, check that out. But yeah, once again, if you guys have got any videos you'd like me to do a reaction on, let me know in the comment section. I will do my utmost best to get around to doing that. But also, if you guys haven't already subscribed, jump down there, shoot me a subscription. Now's the time to do it. And that would be really, really appreciated. If you hit that bell icon, you will never miss any of my clips again. I have been the Chaos Chronicles. We out.